Alrighty, guys. So we are at the final indicator of this first indicator. That's why I said it's so important that you take advantage of this because you can have all these indicators without paying TradingView to only give you two indicators. Okay, that is a huge deal, guys. So auto trend lines. Okay, I have done some back testing. I have looked into a lot of things and found that there's a certain way to figure out the best pivot points. Um, Now, when a company first IPOs, it's going to be tough because, well, one, I don't believe in IPOs personally. As part of our strategy, we don't trade IPOs. We wait for usually about 2 years of history on a company's trading to make sure that charts and everything are good. There's a pattern and so forth. Okay. Um, but here's your trend line. So as we're trading this stock, we can see, yeah, first of all, the stronger dashed red and the stronger dashed green are going to be the active trend lines. The lightly dashed with the occupancy about half, that is going to be the previous trend line that it follows. They still act and as act as support and resistance levels because it was a previous trend. There will be, as you can see, resistance there fighting this. Okay. Now, if we lost this support, there would be a little bit more support here. Would it carry or would it hold it? Don't know, but it's there. There could be an opportunity for a bounce and you could wait. And that's why I made sure that there was a previous trend line still on there. If you don't want to see that in the settings, you can go ahead and hide the previous trend line if you just want to see the active trend line. But I like to see the previous so I can see that there was going to be resistance here. And sure enough, we went ahead and broke it. And now we're coming back to retest that trend line. So now I think we're just going to go higher. So I'm pretty excited for it. But that's why I like these trend lines. Now I can go to any trend, any stock. We can go to weekly time frame. Trend lines work for any for any time frame. Okay. Now I've ran into one stock because it's a new treasury and it went from, $1 to $124 back to $1 trend line. It's going to be pretty tough to find a specific trend line for that kind of stock unless you go down to a smaller time frame. Okay. But you can go to weekly. You can go to, again, trend line is the only thing as of right now that is filtering, well, Bollinger Bands too, but trend lines are the ones that are filtering correctly. Don't listen to your candles or anything. So if you go to the 15-minute, right, here is trend lines. This was the previous trend line. Then we broke into this trend line. So this is the active trend line. Now we just lost this one again. Okay. So this is the 15-minute. Okay. But the trend lines do change for what's it called? Depending on the time frame you switch to. Now the color coding doesn't change. And you're going to get a lot more indicators because this is indicators based off a daily time frame. And when the update comes out, it'll be for a 2-hour daily, weekly, monthly. But the trend lines is what's important. So if you are wanting to see, you're typically looking at the daily. So I can see there's tons of upside, right? Still here. But why are we hitting resistance? Well, I can go down to the 1 hour. Okay. Well, there's our channel. Okay. There's a little support there. If not, we're going back down to 77, 73, back up. Okay. So that is the channel, how I can find at a 1 hour. Very important that you can filter through any time frame. There you go. Try to break out, couldn't hold the support. So now we're going back down and we will test. Okay. So that's the nice part about the auto trend lines. You can change from monthly, weekly, daily, 4-hour, 2-hour, 1 hour, 30 minutes. I don't even know about 1 minute. Can we go to 1 minute? Let's go ahead and see. Yeah, there it is. Let's see. Sure enough, let's draw ourselves some trend lines. Boom, 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 boom. 1 minute trend lines. Okay. Trend lines are huge, guys. This is a huge step in this indicator. I knew I couldn't publish this indicator completely until I at least had trend lines on there and figured out how to get it to you guys. Super excited for it. Really makes trading easy. If we go ahead and go to HIMS, right? Here's the downtrend line. Here's the uptrend line. We went ahead and they did a fake out here, right? We're trying to recapture now the bullish side. We're trying to break out, but broke down, got a green diamond. Let's reverse this thing back up to the upside. Okay. SoFi trend line, we are touching. If we lose this, we're probably going down here to this 19. So it's quickly like I can just click on a chart and see here's Archer. We are in this wedge and we have a breakout coming. Okay. If it holds, as long as it holds. Okay. Look for the hold. Sure enough, we have to the top of the next trend line, the next resistance level, besides the support turning into resistance, but you have 10. Once we break that, we go ahead, we got like the 15 upside. It makes clicking onto a chart so easy to be able to see where we are. We are in a buy zone, we are in a wedge, we are breaking out. Seems to me, an opportunity is presenting itself. How long did that just take us to click on Archer and see where it was? Okay. ABCL, same thing. Look at this. We are in a buy zone. Boom, boom, boom. We are consolidating right at the moving average. We have this support and trend line following. Boom, boom, boom. Now we're breaking out. Okay. We've gone through path. Let's go to. Oh, you guys want to see? I meant to show purple candle before. If you guys got to this point, here's your purple candle. Go ahead and sell it all because you have yourself a nice fall. All right. IREN, same thing. Go ahead and sell all. Could it go a little higher? Absolutely. Guess what? It went a lot further though, down. Okay. So it is very important that you guys, I would say and highly suggest selling it all at a purple candle. Okay. But those are your trend lines. There you go. There's your IREN's trend line. Boom, boom, boom. We have a lot to the upside. Downside, moving average if you lost it, but a lot to the upside. Okay. Does not auto chart these. But looking at trend lines, you are facing this previous trend line resistance. That's why it's important to have those previous ones, because you are seeing that is fighting it for 3 days now. We just need to get past that and we have clear skies. Okay. That is why it's important to have the trend lines. They automatically adjust for you. All you got to do is click on the ticker you want. It'll get there for you. All right. I appreciate you guys. On to the next indicator. Thanks.